The corporation by estoppel doctrine prevents someone who contracts with a business from later voiding the contract by challenging the business's corporate status. But, as Stone v. Jetmar Properties demonstrates, some courts won't apply this doctrine if the business has unclean hands. Keith Hammond wrote and signed articles of organization to form Jetmar Properties LLC, but he didn't file the paperwork with the Minnesota Secretary of State as required by statute. Shortly thereafter, Hammond, acting as Jetmar's president, borrowed $200,000 from Selwin Ortega, claiming Jetmar would use the funds to build condos. Hammond then met Dale Stone and persuaded him to invest in Jetmar's various real estate projects. Hammond asked Stone to deed a duplex that he owned over to Jetmar so that Jetmar could qualify for a loan to finance the condo project. In return, Hammond promised to deed the duplex back to Stone in 2 months and to give him an interest in the condos. Based on these representations, Stone deeded the duplex to Jetmar, and Hammond accepted the deed as Jetmar's president. The next day, Hammond mortgaged the duplex to Ortega in exchange for an extension on the unpaid $200,000 loan. But Hammond defaulted on the loan and didn't deed the duplex back to Stone. Ortega then foreclosed on the duplex, and Hammond finally filed Jetmar's articles of organization with the Secretary of State. Stone subsequently sued Jetmar, Hammond, and Ortega, claiming that he was defrauded and asking the court for a declaratory judgment that he was the rightful owner of the duplex. Stone argued that the deed he conveyed to Jetmar was void because Jetmar didn't exist at the time of conveyance and thus wasn't capable of taking title to the duplex. As a result, the subsequent mortgage and foreclosure were also void. Ortega argued that the corporation by estoppel doctrine barred Stone from regaining the duplex title because he obtained an advantage by transacting with Jetmar and couldn't now question Jetmar's organization to undo that transaction. The trial court agreed with Stone and awarded the duplex title to him. Ortega then appealed to the Minnesota Court of Appeals.